Yes, what is going on, people? My name is Tana. Welcome to Crypto Bible. Hope you're all doing very well. Before I do a quick chart video for you guys this morning, have a look at the chart, see what's going on. Again, quite a few exciting things that happened over the last day or so. Obviously, Luna hitting my first target to take profit as well. So that's what I did. I took some profit off the table, about 25% of my holding. And I've rotated that into laggers, which we're going to go over and actually show you what I done today. And then we'll obviously go from there. We'll take a look at Bitcoin as well. Quite a few things to go for, actually. And yes, I am wearing an Arsenal top. Sorry, the camera's the other way. Here it is. It's probably better to slap on that right now anyway, but I thought I'd wear it one last time before we get embarrassed on Sunday. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, let's get straight into it. First thing I want to show you guys is, of course, Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's been kind of very like wishy-washy lately. And we're very unsure of what it's doing. However, I have seen a few things. Yesterday, I did say that I just wanted that 40K level to hold. Whether we actually hold it or not, I don't know. Whether the correction, the dip was done yesterday. I did say I presented a case that it looks like it's done because of the story that other coins have been telling us. And I will get onto that very shortly. But Bitcoin did actually go on to have one further dip. And it actually took us to a level which made sense to me. So right here is Bitcoin. Okay. Now, number one, I'll take this off the chart. But number one, the first thing I was looking at, right, was actually to come into this area. I wanted us to simply hold this area, right? Because every time we come back into this area, we seem to have a quick wick back up. If I go over to the 1 hour chart and actually show that to you a little bit better, as you can see, every time we entered this range, we bounce back up, entered it again, bounce back up, right? But what actually happened here now is that not only did we enter the range deeply, but where did we bounce? We bounced right on, right exactly where we previously bounced, which would be right there. That was one of the lows that we made, and it was also slight resistance right here, and we bounced right on top of that level. Okay, and also just to kind of like add to that, looking at the hourly chart when it did happen, as you guys can see at the bottom right here, this was when we dipped fully. Okay, so this candle right here is when we hit our bottom, and as you can see, it was straight away followed by the exact same buying volume, which shows me, so these two candles right here, this represents the volume. This is selling volume, green is obviously buying volume. As you can see, we had the same amount of selling volume as buying volume right after. Okay, and right now we are just grinding our way back up. So to me, I mean, could that be our dip? Look, I'm not going to sit here and keep trying to, you know, let you guys know whether or not the dip is in. It's very difficult to say whether or not that dip is in. However, one thing I did end up noticing, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of trend lines, but if we were to go completely based off this trend line right here, if we've bounced 3 times on it right now, this would be the area where we would have bounced from. And we did. And right now we are heading our way higher. So whether or not we're done with it, I don't know. Like I said, I wanted 44,000 to hold. It did. Held that level very well. It just dipped under, but it still held that level. And right now we are kind of trending on top of this line right here. Like I said, it's very difficult with trend lines. I've previously put it there because you could arguably say we have bounces there, and at the bottom. And then I decided to obviously, let me move this out of the way. And then I decided to obviously move it to here, because now it looks like, we've bounced here, because that makes sense there. So look, trend lines not the greatest thing to go off by. However, it could be the fact that we have completed this dip. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see. But the rest of the market is looking very good, which I'll move on to in a second. Fibonacci retracement wise, as you can see, we are just kind of just chilling in between the 382 and 50%. So look, Bitcoin, very annoying right now. The weird thing is, the very bullish thing is with Bitcoin, I don't know whether or not you guys have noticed, is that even during this dip, every time Bitcoin kind of stabilizes for a few hours and just goes sideways for a little bit, you see alts really popping left, right, and center and holding their positions before Bitcoin takes another dip. But then because the alts actually started popping while it was stabilizing, when Bitcoin does dip again, the coins don't actually dip any lower. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Here's Cardano, right? As you can see here, Cardano, ever since right here on the 18th of August, at the beginning of yesterday, right? So if we take a look at Bitcoin on the 4 hour chart at the beginning of yesterday, where were we? 18th would put us right there. As you can see right there, we've been kind of just going down. However, with Cardano, since the 18th, we've been running up because every single time Bitcoin is consolidating. So this would be Bitcoin right now, right? We do this, push, and we come back up, we do this, we do a bit of that, right? But in these areas right here, right? In these areas when we're consolidating, altcoins are popping off, they're going up. So even a little bit of consolidation for Bitcoin, while Bitcoin is doing that, altcoins are actually doing that. But then when Bitcoin does drop down, altcoins also drop down a little bit, but not as far as they were before. Hence why these altcoins are now making higher lows every single time, just like Cardano is doing right here. Cardano has been making higher lows ever since Bitcoin began dipping, mostly from yesterday. So that is very bullish to see. Obviously, Cardano being another leader in the market and something that we've been following for a very long time, it's very bullish to see. Obviously, not to mention that Cardano did in fact clear all retracement levels as well. Right here, this thing keeps getting in the way. Get out of the way, right? Obviously, Cardano clearing all retracement levels on the way up, finding support ever since Bitcoin did dip right on top of the 618 and now grinding its way up again. We actually ended up going higher than the 0.786, the final retracement. As I said, we've cleared these levels now. What happens after, even if it dips back below him, I don't care. Literally, none of this bothered me at all. The fact that we got above all retracement levels up here, that to me is very bullish. What happens after that, I don't mind. I'm very bullish that we're going to keep going higher. Okay, so very good sign right there that the bottom could also be in. Moving on to Luna. Now, Luna, my girl, she has been amazing. Luna has obviously popped to new all-time highs yesterday. Well, actually, this morning I took some profit at $33. The reason why I took profit at $33 is because the first Fibonacci extension, the 1.618, comes in at $33.8. So I decided to kind of play a little bit safe, took profit at $33. And what do you know? We did actually end up finding a little bit of resistance in this area. We rejected back down $2 back to $31. This does not mean we're not gonna go higher. I fully expect Luna to go much higher. You know, I've got huge targets for Luna, and you know, I'm using these Fibonacci extensions as profit taking areas. Okay, of course I've still got a big stack to hold for years to come, but I'm using these Fibonacci extension areas for, you know, areas to show me where resistance could come in and where I would like to take some profit. So Luna right now showing the way. We have not managed to clear the 1.618 yet, but we got very close. Solana very similarly got to that area and also rejected it. So if I was in Solana, which I'm not, again, I probably would have been okay because I probably would have taken profit in this area anyway, just like I'd done with Luna. I took profit at $33 right there. And even though it went a little bit higher, it obviously dipped below. Solana done the same thing. Just before the 0.618, you know, it dipped, it started dipping again. So that's why you got to take profits on the way up, guys. However, what I'm waiting for right now is either Solana or Luna to begin popping above the 1.618. Okay, these have already established themselves as leaders in the market, and I believe that the whole market will end up following them. So we have to follow what the leaders are doing right now. And right now, they're going absolutely mental. But what would be even more amazing is to see one of these guys break the first extension, the Fibonacci extension, and carry on going higher. So I'm waiting for one of these guys to make a move. They seem to be following each other perfectly right now. So if Solana ends up doing it first, then I would definitely believe that Luna will do it as well, and the rest of the market. And another thing that I've been kind of going on about in my Discord is FET. FET is another coin that I hold. It was one of my crypto pick of the weeks. And even though Bitcoin has been dipping, as you guys can see in this example as well, FET has been grinding its way up, now at a high, which it hasn't been at ever since these areas back here in mid-May. Now, we saw what happened whenever like something like Luna began getting through levels that it was in mid-May. Mid-May was around here. Luna was $16. It was when we broke the mid-May levels is when it started going mental. FET right now is chilling right at those levels in mid-May, okay? And it is grinding its way higher and higher every single day. So this is another leader that seems to be establishing itself in the market, and I'm keeping a close eye on that right now to see how that begins moving. So yeah, that's another one that is looking very good. And like I said, guys, regardless of what Bitcoin is doing right now, I'm very bullish on the market, I must admit. You know, not financial advice, but looking at the market right now, looking at individual coins and the way that they are reacting, it's looking very good. And I believe that as soon as Bitcoin does actually stabilize itself and does end up grinding its way higher, we could be in for a treat, I must say. Because even when Bitcoin finds a few hours of stabilizing itself and going sideways for a bit, alts are taking advantage of that and popping up. They are going higher. So then when Bitcoin does end up dropping a bit lower, they're not really caring. And this whole theory about the decoupling is coming because, they seem to be kind of going on their own journey. If Luna was following Bitcoin, Luna wouldn't even be above 10 $15 right now. Instead, it's at $31. What the heck? Do you know what I mean? So look, it's looking really good. There's a few more things I want to show you. Obviously, I want to show you guys the total market cap and see where we're chilling right there. As you guys can see, yesterday we did end up finding our bottom right there, okay, which is exactly where things such as Cardano found its bottom as well, right there on the 18th of August, right at the beginning of the day. Same with the total altcoin market cap, that candle right there, right at the beginning of the day on the 18th of August, we found our bottom. Okay, so ultimately, the market is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and that is slowly grinding its way back up. Bitcoin can do what it wants. I'm sure it will end up catching up anyway. It would just be obviously a lot more better if Bitcoin did stabilize itself. But right now, total altcoin market cap chilling in a good area. Seems like we found our bottom there, right on top of the 50% retracement level right there, which is very bullish. Hopefully, we can now make our way up higher and head into the more of what I like to call the danger zone, the 618, 702, 786. Most importantly, that 702. Hopefully, we can break it by looking at Cardano, Luna, Solana. They've all broken it. So I'm pretty bullish to say that total market will do it as well. Now, look, just to kind of end it off, obviously, I did take profit with Luna. What did I do with it? Firstly, I want to let you guys know that, you should definitely be taking profit along the way. Always take profit. I keep saying it because people get too greedy. Please be taking profits along the way. But when I take profit, I took a little bit of money out and I sorted a few things that I had to do. So that's all done. I ended up rotating my money into coins, my profit into coins that are very much lagging right now. And I'll show you an example of that. Where Luna right now is chilling next to the 1.618 through all retracement levels, you've got things such as Band right now, right? If you take a look at Band and place a fib over it, it hasn't even passed the first retracement of the 2.36, 0.236. So I rotated 40% of my profit into Band right now, so I can ride that bad boy all the way up there as well. And you just got to be patient with it. It could take as long as it wants, but I'm very happy waiting. I do not mind. I've just multiplied my profit of my Band holdings by probably 2 or 3-fold just because I added profit from Luna into it. So right now for Band to catch up to Luna, it would go from $7 all the way up to $33, right? So that's about 5 times your money. For Luna to 5 times your money right now, from $3 all the way up, well, what's 3 times 5? 50, well, $150, right? It would have to get Luna to go from $30 to $150. What I see more realistic right now is moving that profit into something like Band and riding Band from $7 up to $35, up to $33, right? That is what I deem more realistic at this moment in time, hence why I rotated it. And the exact same thing goes for MIR. I ended up rotating 50% of my profit into MIR because, as you guys can see, the exact same thing is happening. And the funny thing is, MIR is even part of Luna's ecosystem, has a tendency to follow Luna eventually. So right now, it's chilling below the 0.236, actually finding resistance there. The total market cap is way above it. As you can see, Luna is way above it. Solana is way above it. Top 5 coin, ADA, is well above it. So I fully expect MIR to also get way above it. And once again, rotating my profits into there, it's currently sitting at $4.5. Just to get back to Luna's levels, it will have to be at $18. Again, 4 to 5 times your money just to get to that area. Hence why you need to rotate into the laggers. So hopefully that can teach you guys something. And then the remaining 10%, I actually slapped it into XRP, only because I have huge expectations for XRP. I see the way it's moved before in the past. And, I just wanted to kind of bulk my XRP holding up a little bit. So the remaining 10% went into XRP. So that is going to end it for today, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and you've learned a little bit about my exit strategy. And it does seem to me like we are moving in a very good direction. A little bit more time, a little bit more patience, and hopefully things will start rotating into other coins and everything else can start having their go to do Luna type runs, Solana type runs, AXS type runs, right? These leaders in the market are showing the way. And it's all about just remaining patient, not worrying about short-term price action, and waiting to see what happens in the near future. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please be sure to leave a like down below. Remember, this is not financial advice, it's just my opinion. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, and join the Discord, guys. Link is in the description below. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people.